And we have another one coming up. Match number 2 of the San Diego Wave FC season is fast approaching. This time it is a home game at Snapdragon Stadium on March 22nd at 7 p.m. Pacific time. For those that can't make the game but want to watch, you can catch the game on NWSL Plus, which is it's a free streaming app directly through, obviously, NWSL, the league. So you can download that on your, iPhone, your, Android, your smart TV. You can download the app completely for free and watch the game for free, just in case anyone was wondering. Sadly, I can't be at the home opener, so I'm going to need y'all to tell me how the environment was. Did the San Diego fans fill the stadium? How was the environment? How was everything that night? I'm going to be so amped to hear, and hopefully I can hear from y'all about how amazing that night was, because it is the home opener of the season. Also, before I get into the pre-match analysis, I just want to do an announcement that I just want to thank everyone who has been watching this channel thus far. I've only been doing this for like a month. It's been absolutely fun. It's been absolutely awesome. And I'm just, doing this on my free time outside of work. And I just watch so much soccer that, hey, I was like, I love San Diego. I love soccer. Why don't I do this? But I just want to thank all y'all, everyone who's been subscribing, commenting, liking, watching, everyone out there who is just kind of joined into the Penalty Kick podcast community. It's been just absolutely awesome. I want to thank y'all so much. Like, this is so fun for me. But also, I don't want to just tell y'all. I want to show y'all a thank you as well. I will be giving away 2 free tickets to the April 12th San Diego Wave FC game. Completely free. All you'll need to do is sign up. I'm still working out the rules and everything, but that will be coming shortly. But just as a thank you, I am going to give away, again, 2 lower level seats tickets to a San Diego Wave FC game, and it's going to be absolutely free as a thank you, just for supporting my channel and watching, and hopefully y'all are enjoying it. And I just really want to spread the soccer joy. I love soccer. Soccer's been a huge part of my life, and it's just so fun for me because I just love watching it. So I hope y'all love watching it too, and I want to give y'all some free tickets. We'll see who wins. I'll do the random drawing on one of my shows. So we'll get all into that in a later episode, but also just wanted to announce that. So if you have any friends, have them hop on board, have them watch the channel, because I won't be just like announcing like giveaway in the title. Nah, for those who really watch this, I want to do a giveaway for y'all. So thank you again for all the support. But enough of that. Enough of the soccer Santa stuff. Let's get into the pre-match breakdown and see how we stack up against the Utah Royals, who we play in our next game. Both teams are entering this, drawing their first game. So both teams have 1 point in the league thus far. I went back, since this is the start of the season, I don't have much to glean from Utah Royals other than their first game, which I did watch. But looking at their 2024 season, Utah finished 1 place behind us, and they finished in 11th, so they were outside of the playoffs. We finished 10th. So these teams, on the face of it, look pretty even, to be honest. Not only obviously this year, both drawing their first game, but obviously last year and how they finished up. But diving way deeper into the depths and, deeper into the teams, Utah's first game this season, they had a 56% possession rate, but had less shots on goal than Bay FC, their opponent. Versus Angel FC, San Diego Wave had 63% of possession. So it'll be interesting to see how the fight for possession plays out, who is going to control the ball and who's going to have more opportunities. When I was watching the Utah Royals, the goal they scored came out of nowhere. It really did. So the goalie had the ball and was just kind of waiting for their players to move up the field. And then the goalie kicks a long ball. The ball goes through defenders, and one of the wingers for Utah Royal runs onto it. And it's a 1-on-1 versus the keeper because all the defenders are behind. And then Utah Royals put it away in the back of the net. And that is how they won the game. And you got to give props to the keeper because it was an absolute dime. You have to give props to the attacker for being aware and being better prepared than the defense. And obviously, you have to score the goal in the end because those opportunities are not always as easy as they look on TV. So I give total props to Utah Royals for that goal, but you got to question Bay FC because their defenders fell asleep and it was a free runner in behind off of a nothing play. So what does that mean? We can't glean too much into this. Game one is always difficult because both teams are coming off long layoffs in the preseason. But I don't think that's going to be the case for SD, or at least I hope not, that we're going to be lethargic on the back end and not catch a runner like that. But we like to press. The goalie for Utah Royals on the assist had all sorts of time. No defender was even in her area. She could just look and scan over the whole field and then deliver the pass for the goal. That's not going to be the case against us because we like to press. We like to push the other team in their third of the field and try to create turnovers. But Utah did have a pretty impressive long pass percentage. They completed 43% of their long passes. So we need to watch out for that because if you press, that means your defense is way up the field and there's a lot of space in behind. So we got to watch out for that. And if you watched San Diego Wave FC's first game versus Angel City, Alyssa Thompson just kept on running by defenders. Alyssa Thompson was so fast and our defenders could not keep up. So I hope that's not the case because our defense is probably going to be the weakest link to this team for a little bit of time. We don't have really many big names back there. Thankfully, we do have Sheridan. Sheridan already came through in game one. We had roughly an 84% short pass completion rate. So I think this again favors us in terms of dominating possession. And I think that's what we need to do. We need to dominate possession, make sure those long passes by Utah aren't completed because the pressure is on. But also that means we can control things. If we have a high short pass percentage and don't need to do long balls all day, well, that means we can control the game. We can control the pace. We can put Utah in their half of the field. And also, I need my midfield to dominate. I need Dali to dominate, which I think Kenza totally dominated last game. She was phenomenal, composed. And then for Dali to dominate that game, that means she can get the ball to Cascarino. She can get the ball to Corley, who can then run at the defense. And I really want to see Corley and Cascarino stretch their legs again because it was so fun to watch. What we need to do is make sure we're synced on defense. Again, no free runners in back. Being able to cover our wings if they get beat. But also, when Angel City FC scored the goal, that's because we were pressing and our defense wasn't in sync. Our defense was a little bit all over the place, so we were always one step late to the ball. And when you're one step late to the ball with pressing, that means there's free space in behind. So we need to be synced. We need to make sure our press is in unison and all our players are pressing at the same time. But also, if you see that the press might not work, it's okay to drop back and go into your defensive shell because pressing is really risky, especially if you're not synced. Then we need to make sure we put away our opportunities. We had more opportunities than Angel FC. We were the more dangerous team against Angel FC, but it ended up a draw. It ended up 1-1. But we should have probably put at least 2 in the back of the net to win that game. So we need to capitalize on the good build-up play. We need to capitalize when we have the ball in the final third, and we need to score multiple times. So the 3 keys to the game, as I've been mentioning, control the midfield. Dominate the midfield, control possession, make sure Utah doesn't have the ball. Stay synced on defense. Make sure we're pressing together. Make sure defenders can't get free runs in behind. And again, cover each other's backs in case someone gets beat. And then put away your chances. If you want to win this game, you always have to score goals. That's the hard part, but I believe we have the players to do it. And I think we're only going to build off our game one. So the prediction for this game, I think there's actually going to be multiple goals for reasons that are good and bad. I think the scoreline is going to be a San Diego Wave 2 and the Utah Royals 1. I think we're going to be able to score because we have great talent up front. I think we are going to control possession. I think we're just going to have more of the ball, which lends itself to getting more shots and hopefully more shots on goal. But also the reason I gave one goal to Utah Royals is I don't think our defense is all that solid, not yet at least. And so they might be able to sneak one in. But 2-1, we are going for the win, and we need to take the win because both of these teams are probably predicted to be kind of mid-table, and mid-table means you're fighting for a playoff spot. And so if this is a team that's equal to us or somewhere around our level right now, we need to beat them so we can show that, hey, we're the team that's going to go in the playoffs when Utah Royals might miss the playoffs. So that is the game preview for match 2, San Diego Wave versus Utah Royals, home opener at Snapdragon Stadium. I'm stoked. I will be watching it on the screen, but I cannot thank y'all enough for watching this episode, for supporting this podcast. It's been so much fun, and I can't wait to bring y'all the San Diego Wave post-game recap. Cheers, y'all.